Have you ever wondered how much time we spend scrolling through social media every day? Hours pass by without us even realizing it. But when it comes to reading the Quran, even a few minutes feel like a challenge. Why is that? Let's take a deep look at how social media affects us and what the Quran teaches us about using our time wisely. Every few seconds, a new notification pops up. A message, a like, a new video. Our minds jump from one thing to another, making it hard to focus. The Quran tells us, "And do not obey one whose heart we have made heedless of our remembrance, and who follows his desire, and whose affair is ever neglect." Surah Al-Kahf, 18:28. When we are constantly distracted, we forget what truly matters. Social media makes us compare our lives with others, leading to jealousy, sadness, and even loss of faith. But Allah has given us guidance to escape this cycle. People post pictures of their best moments, vacations, luxury, perfect smiles, but behind the screen, they may be struggling with sadness, stress, or loneliness. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "True richness is not having a lot of wealth, but richness is the richness of the soul." Sahih al-Bukhari. Social media tricks us into believing that happiness comes from material things, but the Quran teaches that true peace comes from remembering Allah. Verily, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. Surah Ar-Ra'd, 13:28. Imagine waking up on the Day of Judgment and realizing that most of your life was wasted on meaningless scrolling. What excuse will we give to Allah? The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "There are two blessings which many people waste, health and free time." Sahih al-Bukhari. Instead of wasting hours online, what if we spent just 10 minutes a day reading the Quran? That's enough to build a connection with Allah. Social media is full of negativity arguments and false information. The Quran warns us about this. O you who have believed, avoid much negative assumption. Indeed, some assumption is sin. And do not spy or backbite each other. Surah Al-Hujurat, 49:12. Before sharing a post, before joining an argument, we should ask, does this bring us closer to Allah, or is it leading us away? Social media controls our emotions, but the Quran heals our hearts. When we feel lost, confused, or sad, Allah has given us the answers. Indeed, this Quran guides to that which is most upright, and gives good tidings to the believers who do righteous deeds. Surah Al-Isra, 17:9. Instead of checking our phones first thing in the morning, what if we started the day with a verse from the Quran? Instead of endless scrolling at night, what if we ended the day with a dua? Small changes can transform our lives. Social media isn't entirely bad. It can be used for good, learning, sharing beneficial knowledge, even spreading Islam. But when it takes over our lives, we must take a step back. We have a choice. Let social media control us, or take control of our time with the guidance of the Quran. The Prophet said, "The best of you are those who learn the Quran and teach it to others." Sahih al-Bukhari. So, will we continue wasting time, or will we return to the words of our Creator? The decision is in our hands. If this message inspired you, share it with others. Let's remind each other to use our time wisely.